Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is James and today I actually have a person spider. It's really hard to pronounce when you don't know the actual pronunciation of it, but here it on the screen, you know it, and it's actually one of those common house spiders you'll find running around your house in certain seasons of the time when they are mating. So this is the spider. Actually, that's the wrong container. This is the spider that we are going to be rehousing today. It is actually just a spider that we found lying around. It was actually in our living room. Surprisingly, my dad and little sister found it in the living room, and you know, obviously they know that I take in spiders and I take care of them, stuff like that, so they obviously gave it to me. But yeah, we're going to be rehousing this guy, putting him into a little house. I love these ones because they make such loving webbings and they're just absolutely insane. Like, they also jump as well, which I really love. I didn't realize that until afterwards I started noticing that they jump. And then I started doing some research into it and I figured out the actual species name, and it's really awesome. I love these guys. They're amazing. I did find a little spider one, a little baby one, which you can check on the channel as well. Yeah, I don't know what it's called yet because I have not edited that video, but you'll find out, I guess. But it's basically where it's a baby version of this, and my little sister has it, and I sorted out the enclosure in that video, so if you do want to go check it out, I will leave it linked below if I remember. If I don't remember, you can just subscribe to my channel and check it out on there. So yeah, let's get into this rehouse. Alright, here we go. I have the camera set up so you guys can see what's going on. By the way, I may say rehouse, but I actually just mean like we're housing the spider, because rehouse in tarantula terms means that you're transferring one tarantula or spider from one enclosure to another, which just technically is the case because it technically isn't here. But it also means that you've had the spider for a while and that you're just transferring it, where I have not had the spider for a while. So when I say rehouse, I technically mean we're just housing it into an enclosure so we can actually have it. So this is the enclosure that I've chosen to be able to rehouse it in. I will be putting ventilation holes into this. I'll have to wait for my sister to get home to put ventilation holes in this, but that'll be off camera because I don't know when she'll be showing up. So, I'm so sorry. So we're gonna be putting it in here. Unfortunately, I do have another spider in this enclosure right over here. The unfortunate factor is you can't see very well in there because it's got like a mist enclosure, so it's kind of like that. But I love these guys. They're so nice. Look at those webbings. It's standing literally on the webs. It's so cool and I love it. But yes, we are going to be transferring this spider into here. But first, before we do that, we have to set this enclosure up. And for this, I have some coconut fiber we are going to be using for this video. I'm going to switch this around actually so you guys can see better. Okay. Put you somewhere else off there so I can do things. But yes, this is coconut fiber, stuff that I use for my tarantulas as substrate. It's still very moist because coconut fiber takes in all that moisture, and I get my coconut fiber in blocks, so it's less of a chance to have anything live and bugs or anything like that, because sometimes you'll have a packet of soil and you might end up with some ants in it or some other bugs and stuff like that, and I just, for tarantulas, that's not really ideal because you don't know what kind of bugs there could be in it. First off, they could technically eat it. On the other hand, it could be something dangerous and you don't want that to affect your tarantula. You don't want anything in your tarantula's enclosure if you're not aware about it. So, we are going to be grabbing the substrate and just putting it in. I'm going to put it in. These spiders are not very burrowing. They don't burrow very much. So I'm not going to put a lot of substrate in. Honestly, most of the time I'm just going to make it more so adventurous for them. So I'll put them on the sides as well, as you can see, just to make it more interesting. And I will be spraying it down so that it sticks better to the sides, because you want that grip. I got that in some other enclosures, and especially my sister's enclosures, and it works out really well. Look at that. But unfortunately, they don't really stay very long until they get very intense, and that's when they stay. But I just want it to be a good environment because they don't burrow very much. They kind of find a piece of ground and they stand on it. But I will be putting in a good bit of substrate in just to give it that texture. And obviously I'm only taking a handful, which is just this much. It ain't that much. And I have lots more of the coconut fiber, so this will do a good bit. I like having some stuff on the sides because it just makes it look interesting. Alright, that looks so cool, doesn't it? Looks so nice when they got the bottom there. Well, I'm going to fill the bottom up as well because just some loose pieces of substrate because they get to run around in it then. But now I'm going to dry off my hands real quick because I'm covered in it. So I've got some of this stuff. It's basically just kind of like, I would say, what's it called? Kind of like cardboard. It's kind of like this stuff, but like in pieces and a little bit more different. In my aspect, it's like natural substrate, and it's like kind of like just stuff for it to go onto, wooden pieces and stuff like that. So for my spiders, I like to be able to give it some of this stuff because I don't think they're going to be using the code book. So I rather just give it this stuff. It's easier to deal with. I can just shove that in. Now I need my tongs. In some cases, I kind of overdo the enclosures. Even though I really don't have to, I kind of like giving it more than what it needs. Because I just like it. I like them being able to do a lot more things than what they technically would be able to do. Like, let's say you give them the basic setup. That's fine. But I kind of like going overboard. So, like, this enclosure will be great for it. And that's kind of why I want to give it more depth. The unfortunate factor is that it isn't very, I'm going to destroy that, honestly. I'm just going to mix all this. Wide. That's the only thing. It's very tall. But the other one, you see, it's wider. That way, you can have more to go around and stuff like that. But this one's just tall. So I don't know how it's going to work out on this one. But I really want to see it, like, do a lot more things in here. Even though it's just a tall thing, this is the only enclosure I have left, so I want to make it good. I want to make it as good as possible. I'm going to put these things back up here again. Just back up on the wall because I like that. Because these guys really love to web and they are crazy webbers. So I'm hoping it webs up a lot of this stuff. They're just insane webbers and I love their webbings. Alright, there we go. Put all that back in there. I might add a few more pieces at the bottom just because it seems a bit bare, so I'll add just a couple down there. And then I'll add a tiny bit more substrate just so that the ground is looser. There we go, that seems good. Can you tell I like overdoing it? Alright, there we go. That is the finished result. Absolutely awesome. I'm just gonna add a bit more water for the top bases. And especially in one corner, so it can be that specific corner that gets wet all the time. So with spiders and tarantulas, you kind of want to pick a certain area to put your water in a corner sometimes. Let's say if you don't have a water dish, you want to keep spraying that specific corner or just the edges really with water. Just one corner, it doesn't have to be all sides. And now we do the rehouse. Alright, here we go. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work out. These guys can't actually climb this, which is why it's not up here, it's not up there, which is why it's not up here and why it's not up there and stuff like that, because it can't actually climb. But we're going to try and put it in here as much as we can and then quickly put the lid on. Unfortunately, the lid goes like this and then down, and it doesn't hold. So this is going to be interesting, very much so. I'm going to try and do this though. I'm getting my tongs and I'm just going to try and get down. Okay, now it's just totally upside down. Now it's upside down. What the hell's a spider? Oh yeah, it's back up now. Oh, look how cool that is. That's awesome, ain't it? So cool, okay. Now I gotta try and get in here. Oh, gosh, okay, it wants to come out. It wants to come out of the enclosure. Okay. Oh, no, it's back in the enclosure. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Now, the unfortunate factor with this species is it's very quick and it's very bolty. And its webbings are insane. Yes, I got it, okay. I was afraid that I might have gotten his leg, but it's fine. Look at it there. Okay, I've gotten it. The worst factor that it was it coming out the other side. That's what I didn't want to happen. So putting it down, putting the lid down quick, really avoided that situation. But yeah, it's going to be having a bit of mad 5 minutes because it's just got captured in here and it doesn't know what's going on. But it does have some water in there and it'll be absolutely fine. I will be feeding it in one of my live streams, which you can go check out. Link was in the description. There'll be a link to that Facebook group where I do live streams and I feed all my spiders and tarantulas in one video, which will also then be uploaded to my channel. So if you want to see that video, actually you can just subscribe to the channel. It'll be uploaded the same day, just about an hour later. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This was me rehousing the spider. As you can see, it's chilling there now. But these spiders are so cool. They really aren't spiders that people usually have around their enclosures or having them in their enclosures or caring for them. Because mostly they're so common that people just don't like them. But if you're in the tarantula hobby, you kind of see the species as really cool to see around your house. You don't see it as a thing to keep in enclosures. However, you do see it as a species to keep around to keep flies and bugs away because they'll eat them for you. But that will be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to like the video, like the video. And if you want to comment down below. And, oh, I'm so sorry. I will be putting ventilation in this once my sister gets home, which will be in about like an hour or so. So unfortunately, I will not be able to film that, but it will happen eventually. So for those who are wondering about the ventilation, don't worry, it'll be done. Ventilation will be done alongside there, alongside here, and then alongside here as well, and alongside here. Cross ventilation is very, very important when it comes to tarantulas. I don't want to do the lid because I want to be able to stack things on there. So if I go to my other spider over here, like this, you see I can stack them here. This one has cross ventilation down here, all around, stuff like that. There you go. And then no holes on the lid, so I can put ones on top of it. And we'll put cross ventilation there, and if anything on top of that as well. But these guys are my... Unfortunately, those ones have holes in the top, so I can't put anything on top of them as well, which sucks, but oh well. I do hopefully want to move them into better enclosures that are bigger and better and stuff like that, because I got that one in there, like so cool. All of these are spiders, by the way, and then I got my one single tarantula over here. It was a Brazilian black tarantula, and she is obviously in this really cool setup because she is a tarantula. She goes a lot bigger than those guys, and a lot bigger than this little fella over here. But yeah, that will be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. This has been absolutely insane. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff, and follow me on TikTok, Twitch. My Twitch isn't linked down below, but I'll put it on the screen for you guys. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos because I have a lot piled up. And I haven't even edited the ones that you're going to see before this one. So yeah, enjoy. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Goodbye.